Because we cannot continue like this, man. We cannot. A whole member of parliament who is related to the president saying that if you would have appointed me as a CS, I would have killed all critics of the president, and he's saying it with his own mouth, and you're supposed to accept that as your way of life. This is your future. This is how you're going to live. These guys are not planning to leave office. It is possible for you to be in this state of oppression for 10 and 20 years because these guys want to ruin all semblance of democracy. You should not accept it. You should not tolerate it. You should not even share it from the context that he said something funny. I had people laughing in the background and I'm thinking, are you fucked in the head? Is that something funny? It could be your own child. And you're laughing at Oscar Sudi's threat to kill your children? How sick have we become as a society? How sick, how fucked up have the older generation become? Because those were old people who are laughing at his stale jokes. It's not young people. No young person can derive any comedy from such a speech. Old people, what's your problem? You can laugh. You can seriously and literally laugh at Oscar Sudi's statement that if he was the CS of internal security, he would have killed all critics of Ruto. Are you serious? And you laugh. None of you would even stand up. None of you has the guts to say, I disassociate myself with such comments. I cannot be associated with such comments. None of you can do it. Then we are living in the last days. Moral malaise. People, your moral compass has been broken. It lacked even one person to stand up and say that no. What Oscar Sudi has said, no. I do not identify with it as a member of parliament or as a senator or as a leader in Kenya or as a religious, it just missed one person to say because we have slowly been desensitized. We have slowly come to accept.
Angry Francis Gaito has come out to condemn one of the closest president ally, and that is Mr. Oscar Sudi, who once added that if he was the CS for Interior Ministry, then young people should have cried. He should have dealt with these government critics in a very easy way, and within 3 days he could have accomplished the mission. Just imagine, those are the words of a CS who is supposed to be a person who is a national figure, a person who is enhancing cohesion among the people. It's very sad. However, President William Ruto administration the recent days has really faced a lot of challenges, and the issue of abduction has been trending so much, and here is the ordeal of the people who underwent the abduction.
Baada ya madakika chumba yangu ikafunguliwa, ikamulikwa torch, ule askari akakuja akafungua pingu na akaanza kunipiga makofi. Akaniambia mnaachiliwa na ile joto mmeleta Kenya ni joto kubwa sana. So tunaomba msijaribu kwenda kwa any media kwenda kuelezea jinsi mahali mmekuwa na kudescribe ile tocha mmepitia. Tutawarudia atuwaue. Na wakachukua sellotape wakanifunga round na wakafunga mikono zangu. So wakafungua mlango kama kuna ka corridor, akanisimamisha. Nikasikia akiambia Longton, ambia ndugu yako muone asiai jaribu kwenda kwa maandamano wala asiaonekana frontliner.
When we were released, actually we were thrown somewhere near Gashie, the last point of Kitisiru. There's a river. From Kitisiru you are coming to somewhere close to Bishop's Road. There's a nest there. When we were thrown there, we were told to sit down. We were masked, but with sellotapes, and all our hands with sellotapes, so that we can just remove and proceed. So we handed back our phones and some 300 shillings for transport. So once they told us, kindly don't open the masks or the sellotapes until you hear the sound of the vehicle has gone. We actually did that. When we opened ourselves, our phones were 0%, so they could not light up because I wanted to know where I was. We did not know where we were at that point, but we could see an estate. some distance or along Bishop's Road. I told my brother, let's go to that estate. If you can get watchmen, we charge our phones. So once we reached that estate, we narrated our ordeal to the watchmen. And they told us, you guys, you've been in the media for the longest time. We charged our phones. I called my brother, Abdul Longton. They told him, now we've been thrown somewhere in Gashia. Come pick us. They started coming from Kitengela. And I also called some human rights bodies. Told them we've been released. They came to our rescue. They took us to a safe house. They took us for medical attention. So we stayed in Nairobi for about 3 weeks at their own cost, the human rights organizations. Then we were brought back to Kitengela. I lost 16 kgs within a month.